Hey, this is Steven, and today I'm going to give a review of the Tribest Solostar 4. Also going to show you how to put this thing together, use it for juicing wheatgrass. I'm not an expert juicer, and the only thing I've ever used this thing for juicing wheatgrass, but it is amazing. So I'm going to show you how to assemble it, how to juice wheatgrass, how to disassemble it, how to clean it. And what's important for me with that, maybe for you too, is if you ever have a guest in that says, hey, I want some wheatgrass. You don't want to have to make the wheatgrass all the time if they're staying with you, so this way you can share duties, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to put the manual away, and I'm going to show you the pieces and how we're going to put this stuff together. This is the base. This is what has the motor and is doing everything, right? So the first thing you're going to want to do is plug this guy in. I recommend you have an outlet nearby. This guy, which has a weird shape, the part with the green piece on it is going to kind of just jiggle it onto this main housing. And then you're going to see a dial here. Open is on this side, closes on this side, and it's labeled. Boom, this is now secure. Next thing I'm going to do is take this little, I think this is the auger. You're going to push this in, and it's going to fit into that. You just push it, and it'll kind of stop where it's plugged in. So we're good with that. This is the part where the wheatgrass goes into from the top, so you kind of want to firmly press that down, or it'll pop up, because this thing is producing a lot of force. It'll pop up on you. Next piece is this guy right here with the stainless steel little filters thing. This has some teeth at the bottom of one end, and you'll see at the other end it does not have that. So the part with the teeth, you want to have going facing down, and it'll slide right in. That's the only way that's going to go in. All right? The next piece is this guy, and this connects counterclockwise. Most things in the United States we turn to tighten, you know, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This is the opposite. So I'm going to hold this onto this and then turn it to the counterclockwise, depending on which way your juicer's facing. And you're going to get to the point where you think it's tightened, but you could probably go a little bit farther. Don't force anything, but you go there. Your juicer is going to come with a whole bunch of these little cap things where the pulp is going to come out after you juice. They're different sizes. I recommend the smaller one or none at all. You don't really need it. But I've got this deal, and again, I'm going to go counterclockwise. And I've got one of these little rubber gripper things. It's a good idea to have these things to hold on to because you've got to, it's hard to tighten this piece. So, all right, so that's set. I've got these containers. This stainless steel mesh thing is going to keep any of the pulp from dropping in. Put that right under that hole where the juice is going to come out. Got another one I'm going to put on this end. This is the deal that you kind of press from the top with this guy. So I'm going to go over making juice, and one of the things I love about this juicer is it doesn't jam. Or if it does, it's very slight. I'm going to show you how to unjam because I'm going to try to jam it on purpose. But some of the other juicers out there, like the Omegas that are kind of famous and well known, will jam all the time, and this one will not. So let's juice some wheatgrass. I've turned it on. Now I'm going to grab kind of like a handful, like look at that width. I'm trying to be cognizant that this is not as wide as this tube is. So I kind of pull it together, put it in the top, kind of feed it down a little bit, but it's going to take it itself. So you'll see as I press this a little bit, it's going to get pulled into the juicer pretty much on its own. All right, so now I'm going to see if I can jam this thing on purpose to show you what the fix is, which is really simple. So this is a lot more wheatgrass than I normally take in a handful. And you'll see it's probably going to get clogged up a little bit. So it's not really going anywhere, right? So I go back here to the power button, I press it to off, and it goes on, off, reverse. I'm going to reverse it just a little bit. It's going to go backwards and push up, and now if I come forward again, it'll start to take it down, and if it doesn't, I just do that again. Again, I took way more into this one than I normally do. So reverse, forward again. And again, I did this intentionally. I normally wouldn't put that much. Boom, it's through, no problem. So this juicer is awesome for not jamming. So I take a smaller handful. It's going to easily fit in there. And I don't really measure the ounces that I'm making. I take usually 5 small handfuls. And that's way more than you're going to get buying a shot of wheatgrass in a health food store. So there you go. This is how you do it. Now, I'm going to come back and show you the good stuff, the juice itself, and how to take this thing apart and clean it, which is really fast. So to set all this up, juice, take it apart, clean it, you're looking at maybe 7 minutes after you've done it once or twice. All right, so there's a lot of benefits to juicing wheatgrass. We're done, and I'm gonna list some of those in the description of this video. Maybe put a link to a great article on the benefits of wheatgrass. But we're done. So what I typically do is I don't like to let this stuff sit around. It doesn't take long to clean, and most juicers do. So I'm going to go through the process of what I do to clean my juicer before I enjoy the awesome, healthy juice that it produces. So here's the lid, boom, the handle. This pulp falls right out. Now before I do anything with the pulp, I use this gripper, remove this little end piece, everybody get rinse. Then this guy, clockwise to undo it. Together. Pull this straight out, the filter piece. Now this, I'll take a sponge to this, scrub it pretty good. But like every other day or so, I'll break out this toothbrush that comes with it just to get some of the parts of wheatgrass at the edges of that stainless steel filter. Then the auger, you would be really gentle with this. You gotta kind of reach in and grab a ridge and then pull it straight out. There'll be some pulp on it, throw that in there. Then there's this guy, remove that. Now all that is left for me to clean is the 2 bases that catch the stuff as it comes out. And to unplug this guy, create some space in your kitchen where you can store this. I've got a spot under a cabinet here where I put all of my stuff, I put it away. I let it dry up here first, and then I put it away an hour or so later. So the screen I pull off. Scott, if you can follow us. I made enough wheatgrass for 2 peeps. The videographer deserves some, and for me just a couple of ounces. So what I'll probably juice is somewhere around 5 ounces today. So it's like you just rope the cap and you're done. That's the Solostar wheatgrass juicer, and you can juice other stuff with it, but it's phenomenal. Finished product, tastes phenomenal, wheatgrass.